Guide yourself back to table, back to stillness. Bring your legs together. Begin to drop your hips side to side, bringing a little twist to the spine, opening the top of the IT band. There's a little muscle there called the tensa fascia lata. You might turn your gaze over the shoulder as you twist to bring the twist up into the neck. Do an equal amount on each side, then come back to center and bring your knees back underneath your hips. As you inhale, press the hands and the knees down, lengthen tail to crown. Breathe in. Exhale, drop the hips back, extend the arms overhead, and bring your forehead to the mat or a block, child's pose. Bring your knees underneath you if they're out to the sides. Then inhale to rise up off of the thighs. Lift the arms overhead, celebration pose. Bring your palms together overhead as you breathe in. As you exhale, bring your arms down to shoulder height. Palms are still together, like you're going to dive into a pool. Inhale. Exhale and sweep the left arm out to the side, opening the heart to the side of your mat. Let the gaze turn with the heart. Reach the fingertips away from each other. Inhale to come back to center. Palms come together. Exhale, sweep the right arm out to the side, opening the heart. Reach the fingertips away from each other. Inhale to come back to center, palms together. Inhale, left arm sweeps open, heart opens. Exhale, palms come back together. Sweep the right arm open and back together. Do that one more time each way. Then come back to center. Release your arms to your sides and circle your shoulders up and back a few times. And let the shoulders come to rest. Extend your left leg out to the side. Right knee is underneath the hip. Sole of the left foot is on the floor with the toes pointing forward. Let your tail drop down. Root the knee down and lift the top of the head up. Left hand rests on the inside or the outside of the left leg. Inhale, right arm reaches up toward the sky. Exhale, lean over to the left, stacking the shoulders, lengthening the neck. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale and lean over. One more time, lift up as you inhale and exhale to lean to the left. Come to stillness this time. Take a couple breaths here. Parigasana, gate pose. Getting a nice stretch in the right hip flexor, right in here. Now inhale to come up. Release the right arm down by your side. And bring your left foot out in front of you with the ankle right underneath the knee. So we have right angles in the front and right angles in the back. The right hip is still right over the knee. Now root the front foot down, root the back knee down, and the top of the back foot down. So the legs are engaged. And you might notice this is a little balancy. So if you're finding it hard to balance, find a gazing point on the wall or the floor. And draw your belly up and in. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. Take 3 more breaths here. The shoulder blades come down the back a little bit. building strength in the legs, activating the deep core muscles. Take one more breath in, reach out through the fingertips, exhale, and return the arms to your sides. Now step the left foot forward a little bit so that you can let your hips drop down. Left knee stays over the ankle. Now bring your arms behind you and interlace the fingers. Draw your hands down toward the floor. Press the top of the head up. You might stay right here. If you'd like more of a back bend, you can lift the heart as you draw your shoulder blades together and lift your gaze and lift the arms off the back body. 3 breaths here. Slow and steady in. Slow and steady out. Keep rooting through the front foot to stabilize. Relax, let go of your hands, and bring them to the floor on either side of the front foot. Grab your blocks. Bring them on the highest setting. Then curl your back toes under. Lift the back knee and step the back foot forward until you can drop the back heel onto the mat. Feet are parallel to each other. Right hip comes forward, left hip goes back so the hips are square. Draw your belly up and in as you lengthen from the tail to the crown. This is called pyramid pose. Root through the big toe mounds of each foot. Draw the belly up and in. Feel the connection from the insides of the feet up into the center of your body. One more breath. Step the back foot forward. Feet come parallel to each other, hip width apart. Put your blocks to the side. Let the upper body hang in forward fold, Uttanasana. You might notice that one side of your body feels a little more spacious than the other one. Then bring your hands to the floor and jump back to plank. You could be plank with your knees down or your knees lifted. Spread the fingers wide, wrists come under the shoulders. Press back through the heels as you draw your belly up and in. Lengthen the neck. Draw the shoulder blades down the back. One more breath in. Then exhale your knees to the mat and go all the way back to child's pose. Now inhale to rise up onto your knees, arms reach overhead for celebration pose. Exhale, arms release to your sides. Extend your right leg out to the side. Left knee is right underneath the hip. Sole of the right foot is on the floor. Turn your toes toward the front if you can. Now drop your tail. Root the left knee down as you press the top of the head up. Right hand rests on the outside of the right leg. Left arm reaches up as you inhale. Exhale and lean over to the right. Stack the shoulders. So if that left shoulder is dipping forward, draw it back. That might mean you don't go as deep into the fold. Probably feeling a little stretch right here in the hip flexor. Inhale to rise back up. Exhale to lean over. Do that 2 more times. Following the breath. And we'll meet together in stillness, Parigasana, gate pose. Heart is open. Inhale to rise up. Exhale to let the left hand come to your side. Then bring your right foot out in front of you, knee right over the ankle. Root the front foot down and root the top of the back foot down. Draw your belly up and in. Inhale, arms reach overhead. Breath is slow and steady. Keep rooting down into the earth through the foot and the knee to feel the legs building some heat. One more breath in. Reach out through the fingertips. As you exhale, return the arms to your sides. Step the right foot forward so that you can drop your hips down a little bit more toward the earth, but keep the right knee over the ankle. Bring your arms behind you. Interlace your fingers the other way, probably the awkward way. Draw your hands down. Lift the top of the head up. You could stay here, or if you'd like a little back bend, lift the heart as you draw the shoulder blades together. Gaze lifts a little bit. Arms lift off the back body. Release. And bring your hands to the floor on either side of the front foot. Grab your blocks. Curl your back toes under. Lift the back knee off the floor and step the back foot forward until you can drop the back heel. Feet stay parallel to each other. Right hip goes back, left hip comes forward to square the hips. Root through the big toe mounds of each foot and draw your belly up and in, lengthen through the top of the head. Pyramid pose. Breath is slow and steady. Step the back foot forward beside the front one. Put your blocks to the side to come into forward fold, Uttanasana. Notice if you felt a difference before, do the two sides of your body feel more even now? Make sure your feet are hip width apart. That's two fists right next to each other. Then inhale to rise up halfway. Draw your belly up and in to protect the low back. Lengthen the neck. Fingers rest on the shins or the knees. Exhale and fold. Bend the knees. Straighten the spine. Inhale, press the earth away from you to rise to standing. Arms reach up. Exhale, arms release to your sides.